Hello and welcome to another spring video. Today I'm going to be talking all about spring basics. They are my absolute favourite for the wardrobe because they're kind of the fundamentals, the ones that you can use as building blocks, and undoubtedly they're the ones which you get the most wear out of. And a store which I have been going to kind of over the last few seasons to get some of my basics is And Other Stories. Now I've been picking up a few pieces from them, but I've never done a haul, so I'm really excited to show you guys what I've picked up today. I think I've got about 13 pieces, so I'm just going to get straight on into it. And I think I'm going to start with accessories so that I can show you how I would style them and use them throughout all of the pieces that I'm showing you today. And starting off with the straw bag. Straw bag for me in the springtime is an absolute must-have. I have loads of them, from shopper bags to much smaller bags, and this one isn't such a practical bag because it doesn't have that crossover, but I adore these when you hold them by the handle. And actually I must say, out of handles, these are really quite nice because they're chunky, they feel really good to grip, and it just feels lovely quality. I love these tortoiseshell rings at the top here, and they're just tied in with a black leather. And then the straw is a very soft straw, which is in a gorgeous light beige. And inside, which is quite nice, they have made the effort to put in this lovely zip, which is a little bit more practical. Nobody can take that out of your bag, so if you put your purse in there, because it doesn't zip, so if you are kind of in a big city like London, where unfortunately there are thefts, you can put anything that is valuable in there and hopefully it won't go missing. And then it also has two black leather straps in here, which I'm guessing you can tie together, and it just gives a little bit of a different look, perhaps if you want the bag to be slightly smaller and not gap open so much, perhaps so that those go in like that. And that's quite nice because it actually changes the bag all together. That would be a nice way of mixing it up, and you can't go wrong with this style because you can wear it with quite feminine dresses, but also with an all black kind of outfit. So I think I'm going to be loving and using this one so much. And then my other accessory is these shoes. Now I actually ummed and ahed about these so much from my order. I put them in the basket, then took them out, in and out, couldn't quite decide, but actually I'm so glad that I picked them up because they are much nicer than I remember seeing them on the website. I thought that they might be, sometimes you can get a white shoe, and I just think that they're quite tacky. They've got a tinge of grey to them, and they almost in sunlight look a little bit pearlized. I'm not sure if that's going to pick up on camera. They're absolutely stunning. The leather is so soft, and they're really squidgy and just feel comfortable at the bottom. I'm gonna be honest, until I try them on, I can't quite remember how they do up, but they tie around your ankle, which I love because it'll be really supportive. And the heel, it looks like it's gonna elevate just slightly, but not too much. You could probably still wear them in the city. You're not gonna feel like you're tottering around. One thing that is a little bit different about these is that they have a little piece of the fabric going in between the toe. I know that that kind of aggravates some people, but personally I actually have a little bit of a gap in between my big toe and my other toes, so it suits me fine. I find them comfortable. I absolutely love living in flip-flops, so I feel like these are going to be gorgeous, and because of the heel and the height of them, hopefully I will get so much wear out of them. And now on to clothes. So first up, I picked up this blouse, which is so me. If you guys know, I picked up a blouse semi-similar to this, a very similar colour from Mango, and to be honest, I've worn it to death already in one season, and I have been on the lookout for something slightly different. Sold out quite quickly, and I know quite a few of you guys were after it. This one is stunning. Again, it's in that timeless, almost champagne colour that just won't go out of fashion. It's satin material. This one has a very delicate flower pattern on it, just really pretty and really slight. Some simple buttons and a v-neck. I just think that this will look gorgeous on with some trousers, something that you can wear day to night, and it's only got that slight bit of pattern, so it's not something that's going to be loud in your wardrobe. People probably won't notice it next year or the year after. That's always something that's tricky with prints. This one is definitely as nice on as it was off the hanger. What I actually love is that it's quite thick material. It's not too thick, it wouldn't be hot, but it just makes it feel a little bit more luxurious. It feels really beautiful on, fits really nicely. I like the v-neck. Again, it's not too low, but it's just nice to see a little bit of a necklace, and the buttons going down are really sweet. The pattern is just a little something, but not too much. I hope that you guys can see it showing up. I've just tucked it in, and I think for me, probably I would mostly tuck this one in, but I think it would also look quite nice tucked out if that's how you like to wear your tops. And then moving on to my next piece, this is definitely for the warmer spring days. I feel like spring is that season where it kind of keeps going in between winter and summer. You're not quite sure what to expect when you wake up in the morning. Always like to have something that is a little bit warmer, and also something for when it does have that off really hot day, then you can just sling it on and get out the door. I picked out this one because I thought it was quite pretty and delicate and feminine with the sleeve detail and also the darts running through, and again the hidden buttons. There's something to do with the colouring and the shape of it which makes it also feel quite everyday. The print isn't too loud or fussy, and it's a midi length dress. Haven't actually tried this one on, so I'm not sure how it's going to fit, but I feel like it would be beautiful for a nice warmer day when you want to feel really cool, slinging a denim jacket over it or a lovely linen jacket. This one, it feels so comfortable on. I just feel good in it. Fits really nicely, it follows really beautifully. Hopefully you can see the length of it there. And I love the little sleeve detail that it has and the square neckline. It's just really gorgeous and it fits nicely. I feel like on a hot summer's day, I feel very comfortable and at ease in this dress, but equally I feel like I could wear it now with a jacket when it's a little bit colder. Next, if you've watched my channel for a while, you will know that this is such a perfect staple for me. I absolutely adore a wrap dress. I wear them all of the time throughout spring and coming on to summer. I picked up this one in a plain colour because I thought it was much more of a staple, and this is another one which I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised by because online it looked like quite a dull, almost quite a bland beige colour, but it is so much nicer than I thought. It's much more pinky toned, and actually the fabric just has a little bit of texture and pattern on it, which just makes it look that little bit more expensive. It just like it's going to flow beautifully and fit really nicely. It does have a tie here which you can't see going around the waist, just knot it in. By the looks of it, I don't think it will be too low at the front, but I will have to try that on to show you guys. Oh, and to let you know, I've picked up all of these in a Euro size 38, which is a UK size 10. This one has much more of a kimono style than I was expecting, which I'm quite kind of pleasantly surprised by. I really do love it. It also has a longer slit than I was expecting, but I think just the right kind of size. You're not going to see anything too much with that, and it just makes it that little bit more flattering and young. Love the sleeve length, just really kind of sophisticated and chic. I think it needs a little bit of an iron around here so that it sits that little bit better, but other than that, really lovely, just as I thought it would kind of flow and sit. Though I have to say, I think having put this one on, it feels like much more of an occasion dress than an everyday dress, but then I guess the sandals are quite smart too, so I am dressing it up slightly. When it comes to spring style, I really start thinking about my wardrobe going into the summer and how pieces will kind of transition through the spring to the summer. And if you've been watching me again, you will know that I've been loving a really black denim jean, and I've picked up a few which are quite heavyweight, and I just knew that I would want something going into the spring summer that was a little bit lighter, and these look and feel absolutely amazing. They're really stretchy, they're super lightweight. I think that these are going to be amazingly comfortable on, and you guys know I find trousers hard, to be honest. I love wearing trousers, but I do find that they're not always that flattering, and you do have to really work to make them look quite stylish and styled. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to love these. They have this gorgeous little pocket at the front, really nice tortoiseshell button again, and they zip up, which, you know, if you're lazy like me, it's really easy. I just feel like these are going to look really flattering on. They hopefully will fit in just the right place because they are kind of look like they're going to be slightly cropped and a straight leg. And they are so comfortable on, unbelievably comfortable, to the point where I'm thinking that I'm going to look and see if they have any colours in these trousers, because I feel like I would live in them and love, and I think that it's comfortable. They just have that perfect amount of stretch, and I feel like they're really quite flattering. One thing that I would say is that I'm going to try the size down, because for me, around the waist, they are just that little bit loose, which is a shame because they kind of fit me nicely everywhere else. So hopefully it won't make it too tight around the bum or the thigh area, but I will have to see. I also think that I might take them up just a little tiny bit. I feel like if you can see with these shoes, I would want them just so that it's that just a little bit above the ankle. So I'll have to look in and see if they are going to be easy to take up. I feel like it's going to be totally worth it with these because they are really unbelievably comfortable and just feel nice on, and I don't often find that in a trouser. For me, polka dots are always on a trend. I absolutely love them, and this one really stuck out for me because of this gorgeous rusty colour and obviously the design of the dress. So it's really simple up top, just looks like a plain t-shirt dress, and then you go down and it ruches in at the middle. I always find this really flattering, especially if you're feeling bloated or it's just a bit of an off day. But this one in particular is a much shorter dress. Again, I think it's always nice to have that alternative in your spring wardrobe, so you have something if it's a little bit warmer and, you know, if you have a good day, your legs are turned and you want to get them out. It is crossover at the bottom there, which I also think is a really pretty detail. I had a few dresses like this in my wardrobe years ago, this kind of style, and I wore them again and again and again. I always find it's quite nice to feel covered up at the top and have a little sleeve if you have your legs out, especially coming into your late 20s like I am. Yeah, hopefully that one isn't too short. I don't think it is going to be. I think that's going to be beautiful on. Not wanting to go totally over the top, but I feel like this is the favourite thing that I've tried on in a very long time. I absolutely adore it. It's just got that really effortless style where you kind of like look like you're not trying, and it's just really easy to wear. It fits really nicely on, it's really comfortable. As I said earlier, I love this ruching so that if you're having an off day you can still wear it. Really comfortable, it kind of like ruches and fits nicely around the back. It is that little bit baggy there, but I think once it's steamed it will be okay. And this rusty colour is just absolutely gorgeous. And then the white trouser. Now this is the real spring classic to me. I know that it's spring when I pull out my white jeans or trousers and find that I'm wearing them a lot more often, because I do also wear white in the winter, but I feel like I'm grabbing them more often because probably it's raining less often. But these are a really gorgeous pair. They're actually in a stunning cream colour instead of a real white. I find that that's a little bit more sophisticated than a stark white, and what I loved about them, they look so flattering on the model, hopefully they'll look flattering on me too, but I thought that this little bow here kind of took away a little bit from the jeans. Especially white jeans are really quite hard to flatter, I feel, for me around this area. I felt like having a bow up the top here would kind of distract and take away from that. They are gorgeous and straight, and as you can see, just that little bit, they look like they're going to be that little bit baggy and hopefully just cut off at the ankle. I'm really excited to try these on because they're so soft, and when you find a good white jean, it's definitely worth keeping. I feel like these are flattering on. They do definitely feel nice. They feel really comfortable. They fit me kind of tight around my waist, but not too tight. It's not uncomfortable at all. And the same around my bum as well. Just actually like really perfect fit. I like that they are straight legged and they're not tight around my legs at all, but they're also really not baggy. I would say, again, I might just take these up, if you can see on this one when I stand straight, just a tiny bit. It's literally only a few mils, maybe half a mil, just so that they're the perfect length for me. So this next item may be a little bit optimistic for spring, especially in the UK, but I'm gonna go with it. It's a swimsuit. I find that spring is the kind of time that I actually start getting a little bit more into exercise and I'm wanting to do more swimming. But I don't want to be too much in a sporty swimsuit, but I also don't want to be in a bikini. I want to be somewhere in between. So I picked out this one and oh my gosh, it is so lovely. I also find that it's quite nice to have a swimsuit at this time of the year because you've not quite got your summer tan, you're not quite ready to just reveal all, at least I'm not yet. So it kind of eases you into it. This one, again, it's so soft. It feels like beautiful quality. That's one thing that I'm finding with all of the pieces from And Other Stories. The quality is absolutely amazing. And I just love this stripe detail running through it. And obviously the buttons, the mother of pearl buttons, just feel like that's very, very me. And what I also loved is that it feels quite practical and like it's going to fit beautifully on because it's got these adjustable straps at the back, which so many bikinis, swimsuits don't have, and it really does bother me. And they are quite large straps, which is great for a bigger bust too, because I feel like this is going to be quite a supportive but equally flattering and stylish swimsuit. Next up is definitely a little bit more for the work wardrobe, or if you like to look a little bit more smart in everyday life like I like to. But these look so gorgeous and so comfortable. They've got this elasticated back, which I'm loving the idea of. Again, it makes them look like just that little bit dressed down, and the colour is perfect. This is actually the kind of colour that I want to be going for in my living room with linen in the curtains. So beautiful, almost like a beigey, dusky pink. The colour's just perfect. And I do find that colours are the one thing that I really look for in clothing, because if it's a little bit off or yellow, it does really make a difference. So anyway, the trousers are just a very smart, again, kind of cigarette pant, and they just look like they're going to be really comfortable and cool for those kind of warmer days, and a beautiful colour. These I think will look so much more expensive than they actually are. So I really don't think that this top goes with the trousers, but I do really love the trousers. And the Stories trousers are amazing. If you find finding trousers hard, check them out, because every pair that I've tried on has been really beautiful. Actually, the elastic at the back does make it so that it fits perfectly around the waist. I know it looks a little bit more relaxed, but it's a lovely design feature for hugging the waist but not having it too tight or too loose. To be honest, I feel like I'm in my pajamas, and I love anything like that where I just feel so comfortable and so at ease, and these definitely make me feel like that, but maybe they look like it too. And onto another spring basic that I always have in my wardrobe, and that is a denim mini skirt. It just feels like it's a thing come the weekend that I love to fling on, but I always try and find something that is that perfect length, and I feel like this is going to be, still want it short, I'm still young, but I also don't want to be bending down and for people to see absolutely everything. And I think that this is going to be that perfect kind of compromised length, as I thought this one is the perfect denim skirt length. As you can see, it fits quite a little bit under my bum, so yeah, perfect mini skirt for spring. Next up is a basic that's a little bit different for me. I've actually not had this one in my wardrobe for a little while, and also it's black. I usually tend to go for a lighter colour, but I just thought that this would be really nice for that transitional bridging the gap kind of item. Not quite ready to go into a dress, or perhaps you work or live in a city, and sometimes I find that I don't really want to be putting on a little skirt to go into the city. You want to be just that little bit more covered up, and I thought that these would be perfect because they're flowy, so they're going to be really cool and they'll let the air flow, and also you can dress them up and dress them down. So I can imagine them with a really smart pair of wedges and a smart jacket, and you could almost wear them going into work, but then also you could wear them with a trainer and a denim jacket. I'm gonna be honest, because I've not really had these, I have no idea if these are gonna look good on me, or if they're gonna suit me, or if I'm gonna keep them, but I am really excited to try them. I'm really not sure about these. Comfort level, I could live in them. They are 10 out of 10, so comfortable. Just, I think they'd be amazing on a hot summer's day. But a few things. I'm 5'6", so I'm not sure, and my legs definitely aren't short, but I feel like these could have again been that little bit shorter to make them look that little bit more flattering. And it's definitely the case that the top just doesn't go with it at all. It definitely doesn't suit it. But I'm just not sure how flattering they are, whether they fasten me, and whether they're, I don't know, whether I'd actually get the wear out of them, or whether I'd end up just wanting to wear them at home and to the shops. And then last but not least, a real pop of colour. Now I went for this one because it's definitely more of a smarter dress, something that I could easily wear to work. It's quite long in length, but also you could dress this up. This is the ideal piece that if you're going to an event or an occasion, you could really style it beautifully with a nice pair of heels, a stunning clutch, but then you can also wear it at the weekend, so it becomes a really versatile piece that you wear again and again and again. And they do this one in nearly every colour. I think they have it in a pink and a black, and I believe a green too. I picked the yellow. It was a little bit different for me, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for something different. I feel like it's so smiley and happy for the spring season, and I'm very, very excited to get this one on because it just looks so beautiful. Got these stunning darts going all the way through the back, and this band, it just is really thought out. I love the little sleeve and how they have finished it off, and how it wraps and ties at the side there, and also how it flings open. But oh, it just, honestly, if you guys could see this at the bottom, it's absolutely stunning. Hopefully you can see now in my cutout. There is something so cheery about yellow. I think it's actually coming up a little bit brighter on screen than it is in real life, but it's so pretty. I do adore this dress. It is very me, it feels gorgeous on, I feel really lovely and pretty and feminine, and it just fits perfectly in all of the right places. As I said, they've got this one in loads of colours, so I'm sure then you'll find one that you like. But what I would say is that if you're ordering online, maybe try 2 sizes, your true size and 1 down, because I'm not sure if this one is just that little bit too big. I feel like I do have the room to go down a size without it being too tight. But a really gorgeous dress. I feel like I could have this one in every colour that they do. I hope you enjoyed coming along, picking some of my basic staples for my wardrobe for spring and going on into summer. I hope it gave you some inspiration for your wardrobe too. Please do give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want to, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here on my channel. I hope that you're all good and have a lovely week, and I will see you next time. Bye!